are they just glorified normal deer with fancy antlers, or is there more to the reindeer story?
Reindeer are really quite remarkable animals. So we have that you find them in various places across the northern hemisphere. So they're called caribou. They're really pretty very similar, very similar to the reindeer we have in Europe, and they're really well adapted to living in cold environments. And so they've got the in their legs and in their nostrils, they have this thing called a counterflow system. And so their hooves can actually get really, really cold in the snow, and they don't fall off like we'd get frostbite. But in order to maintain energy, the blood, the arteries that take the blood to the hooves and the veins that bring it back are really close to one another, and they're actually flattened a little bit. So they act as a heat exchange thing. So the cold blood coming back from the hooves towards the heart get some energy from the warm blood going down the arteries to the hooves. So by the time the blood gets to the extremities of the animal, it's actually cooled down quite a lot to warm up the blood coming back. And then the extremities can cope in a way that we can't. They can go down to nearly ambient temperature. They can cope with really cold extremities, unlike me and you. I don't know, I have to put gloves on if it goes below freezing, and I'm always moaning that my feet are cold. Reindeer feet are cold, but they're adapted to survive with that with this amazing counterflow system.
Wow, that's yeah, that is remarkable, and
And
I guess also remarkable it's the people that discovered that.
well, I think again it's the anatomists, and they thought this is really weird. Why are these vessels so close to one another? They may have even thought they joined at some point, but they have something very, very similar or related in their noses as well.
Right.
So when their air comes in, when they're breathing the warm air out that's been inside them, it kind of goes through a countercurrent to the cold air coming in, and they've got all these capillaries or what have you to warm it up, but also to save water. So it's really quite an astonishing adaptation for living in the cold. And reindeer have it. They're not the only species that have got countercurrent things, but reindeer are probably one of the most
Right.
famous. And another weird thing about reindeer is in most deer species, certainly those alive today, it's only the males that have the antlers, and they'll grow their antlers each year.